The decay mechanic is the theory that once you down an enemy and kill them, like completely kill them, their bodies start decaying, giving players that loot that body an idea of how long ago this person was killed. In theory, the looter would feel scared if the body was fresh, just by looking at the body, and they would feel safe if the body shows signs of decay. No one has studied this mechanic yet, and because I like the idea, I decided to do it myself. Hopefully you find this more intriguing than me if you checked your expectations or never thought of the mechanic until you clicked on this video. The too long didn't read on this video is, the mechanic is there, but it is executed in a non-impressive way. Important features you would want to know are, the body disappears after 10 minutes, but the backpack stays behind so you can loot it. That small explanation saves you time in case you don't want to watch the full video. But if you do stay to watch the full video, I'm gonna put in some tips and tricks that you might not know. You probably do know them, but it might help. I was on the fence when Marathon was first announced. Every update was passing me by and I didn't really care. I even forgot about the game when they delayed it. Not only because they delayed it, but because they went silent up until 2 months before they launched. In this period of time is when the game started making sense and looking better to me, but I still was not sold on the game. Even though Bungie is the master of trailers and getting their players hyped, the game's promises were just okay. I felt like this up until they announced the decay mechanic. The moment they announced this mechanic, I felt like they sold me on the game because it's a mechanic I've never experienced before. And I needed answers, like I needed to know what it would look like. Not only because I want to know if Bungie actually stepped it up. I don't necessarily care because I knew they weren't going to step it up, but I wanted to see what this decay mechanic was going to be. And look, I don't normally make this type of videos. I don't actually really care, but the moment they announced that mechanic, something clicked in my head. When I heard the idea, I thought I was going to see runners actually decaying, either missing limbs or watch a maggot eating the robotic cores, but I guess I held Bungie to a standard that they can't reach. Instead of me narrating what I'm seeing, I'll just give you some tips and tricks on the game. Because if I start talking and try to be sophisticated, I'll hate myself. You imagine? The corpse's phalanges have turned into cephalons. Yuck! First of all, I'll give you a few tips while we watch the corpse. Ignore the hate and have fun in the game. That's as simple as it gets. Second, rook on rook violence is illegal. I have a full backpack, you have a full backpack. Why would you loot me? I don't understand. Unless it's easy to kill you, then I'll do that. Trace status of a weapon. Weapons have traces. Traces are basically letting you know how many times a player can loot that weapon before someone extracts or exfils, and then the weapon is sold automatically. So each weapon has 5 traces. So if 5 people pick it up and they exfil, those traces get lower and lower. Eventually, you automatically selling the weapon. So if you have a weapon that has 4 traces, you can go ahead and keep playing, let someone else loot it. But if someone else has a weapon and you pick it up and it has 1 trace, just keep in mind, you're not keeping that weapon. That weapon is gonna be auto-sold when you exfil. Speaking about weapons, weapons do not have rarity. The rarity comes from the mods, from the things that you put on the weapon itself. So if you have a weapon that you really like and then you see another weapon but the weapon is purple, you don't have to switch it. You can just take the mods from that weapon by picking it up, taking the mods out, and then dropping the weapon. That way you can keep the mods, purple mods, but stay with your weapon. Even though I don't play with triage, this might come in handy. You can revive 2 of your friends at the same time with 1 super. Also, your ultimate does a lot of damage, so you can use that in case you see your 2 friends in front of you and an enemy in front of you. You can do 3 things in one. Ticks can be knifed. You don't have to waste your ammo. You can just simply punch them. The knife does a lot of damage. When you see robots that are low level, all you have to do is just hit them twice, maybe 3 times, and they're dead. Flare on buildings mean there's loot boxes in them. So if you bring in a key or you find a key, you normally want to go to those buildings so you can loot those lock boxes. If you want to save space on your vault, all of the weapons that you have, you should put mods in them. That way, you're saving 4 spaces based on the weapons that you're putting the mods into. The worst thing about this is that it doesn't even get the whole body covered. Like, you can't really tell if it's been 8 minutes or 6 minutes. Like, every 2 minutes I was looking at the body and I didn't see major changes. I would have thought that, I don't know, every 2 minutes the arms would get covered in blood, and then 2 other minutes the legs will get covered in blood, and then until like minute 8 where you will see the whole body turn blue, and then a minute 10 the body disappears. But no, not even that. It doesn't tell enough to the players. It just tells me that this was killed less than 10 minutes ago, and or probably less than 5 minutes ago. I guess we can go by 5-minute marks. That's the thing though, would you even call this a mechanic? Because there's not enough here. This is just blue paint on the body slowly covering it. Decay? Where's the decay there? But as I've said before, this is 100% on me for expecting Bungie to actually do something cool, because I when I heard that mechanic, I thought it was gonna be every 2 minutes you will lose a limb, and a digital maggot would just start eating you, and the other limb would disappear until there's only just like the torso out, and then it disappears. That's what I expected. But like, man, you guys should probably check your expectations at all times, because I normally don't expect anything, and the one time, actually the second time I expected something from Bungie, they disappointed me. At the end of the day, my day got ruined, and I am disappointed, even more disappointed than when I was playing Destiny 2. This is incredible. Like, I actually thought they were gonna put some amazing mechanic to actually tell the player, hey, look, this guy is actually decaying. Like, when I hear that word, what I think is a body decaying. But no, it's basically just painting the body bluer. That's it. Anyways, so when you heard about the decay mechanic, did you expect anything else? Do you think this is a cool mechanic? Is it working for you? Is it not working for you? Because honestly, my day is ruined.